Another 2. Hi, Trixie. Oh my gosh. Hey, Jansu. Be thinking of you. How you guys doing? Oh, my lovelies. Happy Freya's Day. Freya the 13th. How you doing, Amber? Janice. I'm going to pull a card right now. A trinity of us. Wow. I love you guys. Hey, Witch Moon. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, weightless. Yeah, calling home. Silent Lucidity, too, has been rolling through a lot by Queensryche. Silent Lucidity. And the word thrust. Thrust. Things are being thrust upon us. I don't know if you guys have that flowing through or if it resonates with you, but the word thrust is really big inside of me right now. Because I've settled, nothing is settled, but because a little bit of dust has settled and I could take the time to go look into some stuff, I'm really realizing to what point that there is, I'm going to use the words just that come out of me, but a faction of us that have been thrust into just, boom, the unknown, big time, surpassing the known. And Paul Butler, prime disclosure, Paul Butler would be a prime example. Driving across the country, living out of motels, and, you know, in the midst of the figuring out as we go. And it's huge. I believe that it's happening to perpetuate the circle of sharing is caring, that the giving, that the more we give, whether it be of an abundance that's monetary or the physical just abundance that we can give, by smiling, by being kind, by just giving more, is what's going to help perpetuate the motion of the love that we have. Personally, because of the asking that I did, the receiving that I've gotten, that is monetary, but also just the support, the kindness. When I said out loud and asked, if you can't give to Lily Rose and I, that's cool. Just give more where you are or however you can. And I'm seeing the ripple effect of that. So that is like huge. It's really big. It's to see the ripple effect of someone who gives more of themselves, because it's not just about the monetary, what we can do for each other there. When we're giving more of our heart away in our reality, that is felt through the collective. I feel it. I really do. I do. So, hey, Road Trip Eddie. How are you, sweetie? I got Mika on the go. I don't know where my pad is. I don't know where my drawings are right now. But I got a Mika drawing on the go. When I say on the go, I might need props. The crystals are over there in my bag. Okay, I said I was going to pull a card. There's the light reflecting on the screen, so I can't see the time. 9:32 Eastern Time. Morning road trip, says Trixie. I agree. When we give to others, we realize our abundance. Boom. Good one, Trixie. Yes, and I meant it, that call to arms of if you have things that are laying around that you look at and you think of that video that I made saying that we need stuff for a home, think of giving it away in a different way. If I'm here in my reality, having a quick boom life change and needing things, there's someone in other communities as well having this happen. We're all mirroring each other on some level. So therefore, you know, there's that thing inside of us that thinks that we're alone in our parts. This is where the openings of realizing that the reflection of Lily Rose and I, that could be a little boy and a man in your community, but that needs certain things that you have. It's amazing. One of the things here that's helping us out a lot is just the social media that's available, putting an ad up for something and then receiving it. So it's really neat. It's amazing. Someone offering me pots and pans, for example, and me saying, no, we're good with that. But that person realizing that, hey, I have all this abundance. I'm going to give it away anyways. And that's an amazing circle. Oh, boom. Thank you, Jansu. Thank you for holding this space for us, Jean. It's not home without you. Me love you. It's the feeling of just that wanting to come back. That is a good motivator. It's nice. It really is. That's okay, Eddie. You never sent me a picture of Mika. Whoops. It's okay. Doing it now? Okay, I'll remember to look. Yes, Trixie, we can give in many ways. Love, money, inspiration, time. Just that saying, it's a thought that counts. It really does. A thought that counts. Right on, Bridget. Hey, sweetie. I love you. My Bridget energy. My work was going to toss a foosball table, so they gave it to me instead. The kids love it. Thanks for sharing the blessings. Yeah, that's how it goes, eh, Bridget? One person's stuff that they want to get rid of is just the perfect opportunity for another. And one of the things around here that's happened, and we're not accepting all the things that could be offered to us. It's beautiful. But people saying, like, we'll bring it right to you. We're going to deliver it to the thrift shop anyways, so we'll deliver it right to your house. And so that perpetuating the circle of trust as well, by accepting, giving. Aw, Witch Moon, what you said helped me give more yesterday for a baby shower tomorrow. A baby due December 21st. Whoa. And it was the 12th yesterday. Boom, boom, the numbers. It felt good. Thank you. I heard your words over and over. Thanks for saying that, Angie. When we do things on our channels and we're like, it's not about just us, even though it is us. Thanks for validating that. When I really put that out there, it's so much bigger than just me and Lily Rose, and the trinity of what my life is that feeling of more elsewhere, and how it pulls us together. It does. I love you, Angie. Thanks for saying that. Okay, Jansu, I'm going to go message you later today. Love you both. I'm not checking Instagram too very, very much right now. Just, it's been a week of letting go any control. After I've made a choice for what I want for my timeline, everything is taken out of my control. So it's been a week of everything's supposed to happen one way and then happens another, because there's more than one perspective. There's more than one timeline merging for certain things that need to be coordinated. So, yeah, part of being thrust upon certain situations is that, they're going to be the opposite. They have been the opposite of what's easy, and take it and run with it. Hey, Wolf Dude. Blessings to this live stream. Thank you. Oh my gosh, guys. Where's Agony and Gethsemane when you need 'em, eh? The wombat is back. Be at home. Oh my dudes. Yes, that's why I pulled this one. We got a nest. We wish the nest for everybody. Jen Sue, thanks for holding space for us, Jean. Yeah, the space will be more nesty. The be at home. Hey, Alexander. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Thank you for being so present with your channel right now, Alex. Oh, nice, Angie. Getting sisters' thumbprints tattoos with sisters tomorrow, too. I need to get out of town, y'all. I totally get it. That's amazing, sweetie. Thanks for sharing that. That's your second tattoo since I known you. I love it. I'm calling a tattoo to me, too. The wombat. 6 and 8. That's 5, eh? I do think so. Yeah. Alex says I'm in quantum mode. Boom. Good. Good. Quantum mode is the way to be. For sure. Be ready for anything. Jen Sue says, Angie, will you send a picture later of the tattoo? I'd love to see it. Witchman says, hey, Wolf Dude and Alex. Alex is Wolf Dude's middle name in real life. Oh, I'm doing good, eh, Wolf Dude? I'm just not ever so chatty in a way that I can handle a real live conversation right now. When me and you conversate, fucking... There's quantum leaps that happen. We got to be ready for you, Wolf Dude. You know what I mean? You know what's funny, Wolf Dude? Do you remember last year? It would have been approximately around this time, maybe 3 to 4 weeks earlier. I'm estimating it would probably have been September 20, between the 24th and the 27th. So probably exactly a month and a year ago, we talked. I was on a street corner named Devon. Remember? I pulled over. You called me. I pulled over on a street corner named Devon. And that corner is just around, like, a couple bends from here, where me and you talked last year. And just like, boom, 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 I was on the side of the road, like, activating. And we were just like, yeah. And that would have been exactly 11 months ago, maybe today, that conversation, when I had found the other place and you were grounding me that day. And we talked about so much stuff. It was one of our first real... Anyways, it was pulled over on Devon, just around the blocks from here. And now I live here. How's that for a sync? Wolf Dude. How's that for a sync? Boom. 20. Higher ground. I love sheep, eh? I know. I love the sheep. You see the sheep down there. They're happy. You can put down sheep all you want, but they're just fucking happy and do what they do. That rose is like epic. I'm gonna draw like that when I grow up.
You already are grown up.
I'm not.
Oh, is there... Never mind.
Richmond says, and I gave a gift to myself. It's a secret. Good. Treat yourself for sure. Please. The giving is about giving to yourself for sure. Jansu, gifts to yourself are the best, Angie. No one knows what you need like you. Boom, exactly. Sometimes people actually do know what you need even more than you. I'm here to say. But, yeah, treat yourself. Yeah, bah, for sure. Love the child in the rose. It's Lily Rose. It is. Want to see a picture of you, sweetie? Dude. Kid delicious. Kid with the headset that's pretending not to hear me. Oh my God, I know she can hear me. Hey, Nicholas Transcends. I see M. Reed. Hey, Jan. Vi Vives. Hi, everyone. Hi, Morgan. You already are grown up. Oh my God, that's too cute. Your daughter. No. Morgan, the other night, 2 nights ago, I was like screaming in my head that I want the fucking memo. I want the memo that says I'm a grown up and that I'm going to like not like just. So I have not gotten an official memo ever. I'm 48 and 3/4 and 1 month and like 4 days shy of 49, and I still have not gotten the memo that says I'm a freaking adult. I don't get it. Alexander, I don't understand why you have to test it. You don't test yourself, you won't be COVIDos. I don't know exactly what that means, Alex, but I test myself to the limit and back and forth and round again. You're going to draw this for which moon? You're going to draw it for that rose for me? I'm starting to stutter. I need to take a break. The energy is going like, wah! Can you feel it? 17 minutes in. How you doing, Nicholas? Exactly. Thank you, Nicholas. What's an adult? I'm not quite sure. I've never really met one either that I like admire and respect and believe is an adult to want to emulate that or think that that's, boom, which moon? Adult is a trap, a spell. Conformed, overgrown. Bravery. Dude. Hey. Morgan puts the yellow hearts. Yeah. Hey, Bravery. Higher ground. Jansu says, I'll draw you a picture too. Jean, me needs to do something. Oh my, yeah. Just letting the drawing, if you need to do something, let it, it helps so much. That's what's kept me like in being thrust into a bunch of stuff I have no control over and just have to chill about it. Letting some lines pour has been amazing. Nicholas, I'm good. Been deep diving into hope. Right on. Dive. Oh boy. You guys ready? Move your thoughts, emotions, and outlook into a new perspective. Take an overview of what's going on. Just through shifting your perspective, you will see the whole situation in a clearer light. A different course may become apparent. You will be able to focus on what is most important to you. Make a conscious effort to get above the situation. If there is nothing pressing in your life at the moment, consider something that may be unresolved from the past. Use the same idea of climbing above it with intentions of healing it. Once you achieve the higher ground perspective, you may find yourself filled with peace, a beautiful outcome. Ooh, boy, it's cold out this morning, says Bravery 28. Damn, it's probably warmer here. I think it's like 7 degrees. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what 28 is either. Jansu Adams says, hi, Vives. He loves you. He's preoccupied at the moment. Thank you. Nicholas says, learning how to use my new iPad. Good luck with that, buddy. Hope you got the new updates right away, just so you can learn it, like, whatever they, like, whoa, updated the right, easiest way. 3 and 4 is 7. And I was cold at 57 Fahrenheit today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're having record, like, mild temperatures right now. So. Road trip Eddie. I was just thinking, are you still there, dude? Says good luck on that iPad. Boom, Morgan M. Reed says, Nicholas, me too. That's so funny. It's a sync. Nice. Right on. Maybe a sync for Mountain Rain, a trinity of you too. She got a new iPad and I think she hasn't figured it out 100% yet. I don't think her iMessage and FaceTime is connected because I've tried to just like randomly call her and it just like, it doesn't connect. So yeah, which moon? It beats the 110 Fahrenheit. You like the 57 battery. You like the new iPad? Right on, Nicholas. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. You're learning the Apple Pencil. I never had an Apple Pencil. I'm not very involved with my iPad. I use the basic features of it, to be honest. M. Reed.
Oh,
Hey, sweetie.
morning.
Says Nicholas, I haven't gotten to the pencil part, so you're ahead of me there. Nicholas, it's been raining here for 40 days, it seems. Wow. We've had magical, like, record highs. The sun was actually hot for like 3 days in a row. Bravery says, I use a pencil on an apple to make a pipe. Emery says, I'm not into tech either, Vives. The EMFs bother me, so I only use it when I need. Yeah, I use it as a means to an end for what I want at the time. I'm more of a manual creation person, so I've done certain things like with buffing up pictures and stuff, and it can be fun and amusing. But I'm more of making things old school style than on the iPad, so I just don't resonate with even trying to adapt to certain things that could be there for my better good. You know what I mean? I'll use more of the random apps on my phone because like the compass or the calculator or like the voice memos, certain things. So I know my phone better than I know my iPad. Healing the Heart, 23. That's at the same time as I read. Can I get a card today, Jean Jansu? So I'm going to read it out if anything resonates with you as I pulled that. I read that as I pulled that. So Emery says, yes, I'd rather be painting than on devices for sure. Yeah. But it's amazing to have the option and the availability to be able to do it on the device. So when you're in different kind of modes and you want to choose to be creative, there's so much that it's like a whole new world of wonder that sometimes is just like, I know I would do certain things, I just haven't done them yet on devices, right? In a way. Emery, I do like that devices bring us together though. Exactly. That's the beauty of it. And that's why I never diss my apps. I don't believe that YouTube is against me if a video doesn't upload or if it's blocked in certain ways. It's just not meant to be. I want to be grateful for YouTube. Why? Because it's there as a platform. The more, if I choose to perpetuate hate against it, it's going to come back to me in a way. I find that the more that I just accept that if my live streams buffer, they're just not meant to be, instead of being angry that it just doesn't happen to me anymore really as much. Boom, Mountain Rain, sweetie, I just said you. Hey, you caught us live together at the same time. Oh my God, it's this Jack Jansu. Boom. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, sweetie. I'm going to start shaking. I love you guys. Witch Moon says to Bravery, now that's a high-tech fruit bong. The apple and the straw. Oh my gosh. Kirsten, you're here too. Hi, sweetie. Hey, Harmonics. If I'm missing comments, I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting all excited and just like feeling the energy. Yeah, Bravery. I struggled with social media for a while, but now I surrender and give it thanks. And it's really choosing what feels good. You don't have to stay in or go look at certain things just because you opened it. I don't want the Instagram stuff. So I didn't close the app, but I'm logged out of it. It has nothing to do with ignoring the messages that are coming through from there. I don't want to open that and open doors to the other stuff that comes with it. So, but my presence, is right here, and I don't want that part right now. So that's the beautiful part. We get to choose what we put ourselves into at a certain timeline of what feels good. So, Nurture Betty. Hershey's Symphony with almonds and toffee. Now my day is starting. Next, I got a Granddaddy Purple Concentrate. I got this. Oh, yeah. Emery says, oh, Bravery, that's awesome. Are you on Insta yet, though? Hey. Yes, Wolf Dude, it is Friday the 13th. Good. Lots of family here. My heart is so full. Suck it up, Buttercup. Enjoy. I love you too. I'm so glad we've got the timing and are able to connect. Agony and Gethsemane. I haven't washed my hair in like past so many days. Oh my gosh, I haven't washed my hair since like last month, and we're the 13th. We're not going to talk about that right now. Thank you, Agony and Gethsemane. Look at what I pulled earlier, so you were already here. Look what I got today. And the sludgy. Jansu, Agony, she pulled the wombat card and thought of you. Boom, as I'm putting it up. I love you guys. Yeah. I'm going to read this before I continue just for Jansu, if there's any messages in there. Knowing your own motives, understanding what drives you to meet your goals, the momentum your attention creates, and with wisdom behind your intentions. Hey, Tom. How you doing? Oh my gosh, it's like a party. Bravery says glitch failed the IG pressure. That's okay. My Sky, you are here. I knew I saw My Sky. Aw, your hair looks great today. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, thank you. Love you guys. How are you doing? How's Portland energy today? And in general, My Sky's 5D here and now. I'm just checking if I missed anybody in comments. If I did, just comment again so I can like say hi. I'm not meaning to. Hey, Jack. I gotta be quieter. Do I gotta be quieter? No, I don't. How are you? Holy shit. Hey, Tom. That's a woolly booger. It's Sonic. It's Sonic. Not a bugger. Bravery says 14 in the house. Thank you. I can't see the numbers. The reflection of the light is in the screen. You're okay? Just about? You got this, Tom. That was at 9:57. Oh, my heart be all tripping. Ooh, My Sky's 5D. I just found out I was born under the plumber's moon. Ooh, right on. I didn't know there was such a thing as a plumber's moon. Is that any indication of how you wear your jeans? You know what I mean? Which moon? That card reminds me of what I see and feel when I tell any of you I got your hand. Yeah, thanks for saying it, sweetie. Me too. And I often will go grab, yeah, Nicholas Transcend, the plumber's crack. That's what I was hinting at for sure. I usually go grab cedar when I'm intending to really hold you guys very close. When the intention is just that strong, it's cedar that I go get. And I have my cedar in front here, like right there. My cedar. Yeah, my cedar now, man. Agony. Nicholas, I love alien friends. Ooh, Jack says doing good. Going to Sedona today. Right on. Shoot. My Sedona. I'm going to go get my little thing. It's right over there. It's not too far. I'm actually going to go say hi to my kid that woke up too. Just give me a minute. You okay? I have a muffin for you there. I'm so excited. Just like so long. I forget what I got up for. Oh, I came to see you. Okay, go across the screen. I've got all my treasures in here. I didn't think when I packed them up on the 30th that they would stay in here so long. I thought I was just moving them from one spot to the other, but no, they have not had a place to lay since. I'm looking specifically with my hand and not my eyes for my Sedona rock. Wah, wah. I have one right here. It should be right there, unless I didn't put it in here. Come on, you did. I always... Oh, well, my Sedona rock is not here, but they're in the car. They're in the car. I know that for sure. I keep my Sedona rocks right beside me in the car, and I've got my Sedona sand in a water bottle. I'm not running all the way to the car to show you that. But if I can't find Sedona, I'll bring in some turkey. Let's bring in some turkey. Adam is in the house. You're here, Adam? Right on. We love you, dude. Whoa, look at that. I've never seen it reflect like that before. Have you guys? Whoa. I gotta catch up on the comments. Yeah, my Sky's 5G here and now. Great seeing you here, Tom. Have you got busy with your loot machine anymore? I really want more. Yeah. Road trip Betty. A plumber's moon? Did I read it wrong? It wasn't a plumber's moon? Boom. Hey, there you go. Which moon? You see that, eh? That looks like a freaking portal into, like, our next timeline. Can you guys see inside it? Because that's where we're heading. Whatever's inside of there, that's where we're heading towards. That's us, and inside there, that little spot is us, man. Jensu, cedar is extremely grounding. Yes, it is. It only takes one, but oh my gosh. I'll show you the cedar when I get a chance. They're like just perfect. They're like so amazing. Tom, hey 5D, I'll be doing some music after the event happens, I promise. Buckle up, Buttercup, and get ready because, oh my God, get your picks ready. Road trip Betty, cedar smells so good, and sandalwood and myrrh. Yes, agreed for the trinity of that, eh? Mountain Rain says, Alex, the man of many names. Sandor. He giggles and says, I always change something about me. Yeah, chameleon that shit, for sure. My Sky's 5D, just a little sample you did made me want more. Good. Boom. Nicholas, cedar grows in groups, familiar trees. Yes, they do. I love you, Mike. 10:01 Eastern Time. I love you, Michelle. I love you too, Mike. I'm so fucking proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Tom says, I'm going to completely switch what I'm doing after the event because I'm really a rock star. Yeah, me know. Yup. Oh, you're on your phone right now? Yuck. Well, thanks for being with us. Just, oh my gosh, Adam. Thank you, Hannah Mori. Harmonics. Ooh, what do you have? I don't know some of the things I have anymore, Kirsten. I haven't opened a lot of stuff in over a year. So, a lot of new stuff's going to come out. My Sky's 5D, we're being pounded with rain, all good. We're used to that. Just another day in the life here in Portland. For sure, eh? And Mountain Rain says, Tom, yes, you're a flippin' rock star for sure. So are you, baby. So are you. Judy. My Sky's 5D, that's right, Tom. We're leaving it all on the table and taking it to the top. Our white flag's never going up. Oh, that's beautiful. My Sedona. Good one, Jack. I'm so behind. Shit. Wow, thank you, 5D. I valued your dedication and support, Michelle. You are top notch. I couldn't imagine going through this without you. I feel the same way about you. And, like a lot of us, right? You know what I mean? The web of the connection. In my uncertainty and being thrust into so much newness for myself, it is having spoken to you, Mike, my Skies 5D, that anchored me into my reality around me. Because remember when we spoke one time and then you sent me videos and I literally said, like, I don't have all this stuff around me. Like, wow. And it's not the exact same things, but I do have that stuff around me now. So it's like there's a part of you that prepared me for this timeline, even if it was like everything I thought I would never do. Seeing certain things through your eyes when you showed me your reality and the beauty of it, the knowing that you can be comfortable and that everything's perfect in a city setting the same way, we are where we're meant to be, helped anchor me in the last days, especially when I would look up and then there would be like this special cloud formation that was just like, boom, okay, I get it. I've seen this before. I'm here now and it's good and it's okay. That's real. It really is. Alex, we're grateful for Genevieve. Grateful for you as well, Alex. You mean it. You stepping up and putting more stuff in the last 72 hours is something that has helped anchor and elevate and just keep sanity in the best way in the last bit. My Skies 5D, I'm really behind. That's when the plumber's butt hangs out over his pants, Michelle. LOL. I'm trying to be humorous because if I'm not laughing, I may start crying tears of joy. I understand, and I'm trying to, like, put out different stuff just because I don't want to be a little puddle here. I didn't come in to just be the puddle. Yeah, harmonics, whole family. I can feel DCase, Derek here as well, even if he might not be here, like right now in this, like, boom. And maybe he's just driving and won't text right now, which is good. Which is good, Derek. Don't text and drive. Just listen. Sit back and just listen. But, yeah, Mountain Rain, what a beautiful gathering it is. Thank you all for being here in this right now timeline or watching it later and feeling the connection of us all, because that's important to not feel like I missed something and am left out. It's like, no, I'm part of it now to amplify it collectively. Tom, you asked above, what do I feel is going on with the collective? You feel we're so close to ascension. I agree. I feel the word thrust. We're being thrust and will be thrust and more thrust into the situations of just love. That's it. If you thought you didn't have judgment anymore, you're going to be thrust into the exact situation that horrifies you to make sure you don't. And this could be a collective timeline or it could be just certain, but I'm seeing it, that it's about choosing something, but then once that choice is made, that all the other perspectives are like considered 144%, that it's not just the inner awareness that it's about me, myself, and I, but that once I make certain choices, I must accept everything that's around. in certain ways. And the amplification of how fast things ripple effect into only positive, if you so choose to keep your heart open at all times and not fall into judgment and fear. Allowing fear, it's okay to be and feel something, but flowing through it, not staying, like the feeling of being a deer in the headlights is not stopping, but how is my deer, like, am I just throwing myself into the headlight because I see the headlights? No. There's a discernment and awareness that keeping grounded and anchored in love is the only way through, because the situations don't get rosier, they just amplify. You have to see it as rosy no matter what's happening. And that's that. And the reason I say that is because on a collective level, everyone is really choosing certain things. So we can't just say that we are eternal beings and then be in chaos, because in our timelines, our mothers, fathers, pets, or children are choosing not to ascend, or doing it in a way that is so fucking messy that you have to accept it for what it is and love unconditionally anyways, even if the situation is everything you didn't want to have to face. And I'm not sure if that makes any sense at all, but the being calm in the eye of the storm, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what. There doesn't get to be that, oh, this thing brings me to my knees and I won't deal with it. You have to deal with it. And fast, and in the most loving way, because as soon as the love is there without judgment or fear, boom, the thing is done, and it pivots to something else. I don't know if I explained any of that right or not, but that's what flowed from me. Any of that right. You know how I talk. It flows how it flows. It resonates and you understand what's for you in there. Gee, oh, thank you. Gee, you're surrounded by something that shines. Your smile, the eyes. Maybe you're in your power place. Stay well and happy. Hugs to Lily. Yeah. Thank you. You found your, I call it the evil eye. I forget the name of it because it's not evil. From Santa Cruz. You found it yesterday, sweetie. This one is actually from Turkey, but, bringing back Arizona into the sync, it comes from Arizona. My sister got it for me from someone who went to Turkey. So it comes from Turkey, but then was settled in Arizona. So when I couldn't find the Sedona rock I was looking for, I forgot that's why I needed this. If I couldn't, because it comes from I forget, it's not exactly Sedona, but near wherever the base is in Arizona, which could be in Sedona. But yeah. Remember one time, Jack, I told you my sister got to visit a base? It was that one. Well, she's seen more than one, but this one in Arizona is this has literally been on the base in Arizona. Yeah, there's a lot of full circles. I forgot all those things as I was too excited at the time, but And I remember my sister was on the phone with me and she was at her friend's house and she's like, I've never actually asked somebody but to say like, oh my God, you have to give me one of these for my sister. She's like, I've never asked anybody for something, but I'm going to ask her for it. And I forget what it was that she exchanged, because I usually give my sister stuff and she'll exchange it, give it to somebody else. But she literally knew that I had to have this. And she has like a version of the evil eye, but it's round and it hangs above her door in Quebec. Yeah, you call it the eye of protection. My skies 5D, I was meditating in the sun gazing, and all of a sudden my vision went to tie-dye plasma, cloud inside, closed eyes vision as well, with my eyes open. I'm glad I wasn't driving. Thanks for saying that, because really I'm not impressed with my whole body and how we're like aligning this shit, because most of my stuff is happening while I'm driving right now. I hit the highway for like to go to Calendar because, you know, I don't live there anymore. I live in the Bay. And my heart just expands to this point of like, what? You gonna do this to me now? And yes, I got so much. I'm not even gonna start ranting about that because it would be half a rant. How did I plan this to always, you know, I don't just am in meditation and this stuff happens. I actually had an event happen to me on the highway at 11 exactly Eastern time on the 5th that it ain't the same when you're sitting there meditating and then you gotta harness something while you're driving, I gotta tell ya. Yes, my skies 5D. Has anybody been missing time 3 days or 4? 4 people asked me and told me their story of missing time recently. Yes, I'm not talking to a lot of individuals just on that level right now, but yes, I was seeing it and hearing it, and the acceleration of it, not just missing, but that all of a sudden it's a certain time, is very frequent within the people that I so choose to ask or to talk about that with. I said it to somebody, I forget, it could even be in a live stream, but if you want to think, I know who I said it to. If you want to think that people aren't, you know, whatever, the words, awake, anything, just ask the first person you're guided to. Have you felt like you've been losing time lately, or that you just, time speeds up? And they will have a story for you. They will. If you can find like 2 people who like look at you and say like, no, that never happens to me, what are you talking about right now? Shoot, like I don't think you can. And that's the opening of perspective, that thinking that you're the only one here that looks up and sees stuff, or that time is changing. No, it's bending for everyone. And the realization that someone that you think have judged and believe that they could never be ascending, that they're right in the middle of their shit show of all these things coming through for them, and you can be there to be that person, to not say like, it's not about I told you so, eh? And sitting there eating popcorn and laughing at all the sheep waking up. It's about like grabbing the hands and realizing that, whoa, everything I could have ever had for myself, I could give to another. So instead of like, it's not about judgment of, I know this is true, I'm going to teach you. It's more like, dude, are you okay? I know how that feels. And it's not about telling the story. It's about being ready to hear the story. You had your time. You did your channel, or you've had the time. If you've been in a mode of being in a knowledge state for a long time, it's the empathy and the wanting to remember that feeling of just like you're totally alone and there's nobody who gets it. Then just be there to be the person who gets it for someone else. I don't know. I've been rolling that way for a lot of years of just diving in and asking and starting the conversation, because we don't get to think we're special anymore in a way that we're the only ones who have empathy or compassion or anything. It's time to really show it, to bring everyone on board of they are like that as well. There's no light worker status that's not for everyone. So the wanting to share and just guide people to feel safe right now. The things you never had anybody do for you, you can do for somebody very easily, just like boom. How many people like struggled with anxiety and went out in public and were controlling a panic attack? Well, if you know that feeling, look around and then you'll know who that person is that's there with their mask and scared shitless because they have to go do groceries that day, but they're not doing good because there's so many sinks happening. You can actually feel that and just go and say like anything, whatever the thing that pours out of you. What is the thing you would have liked to hear when you were standing there trying to find a focus point to not panic in public? You can be that person for another. You can just walk up to somebody and say like, hey, how's your day going? Or anything. If you just let what pours out of you pour out, you'll be shocked at what you say, but you'll also be like amazed at how you can actually be there for someone in the now. Yeah, 5D. Just like those plasma tie-dye clouds I film all the time, I had them manifest inside my eyes or through my meditation. And it lasted for an hour, and I was looking through tie-dye vision. Yeah, I see that way a lot, and most of the time, that part doesn't bother me while driving anymore and stuff. Yeah, my sky's 5D. I mean, I usually see color and movement when I meditate and get deep in the flow of the zone, but this was different, very visual and intense. See, that's where the thing is different. When I say that we're a walking ritual, we're a walking meditation, we really are. So for me, I don't have to get into a zone to see the tie-dye vision or the crystals around me or other things. Nicholas says, I love my city, G. I've loved North Bay from a distance since I was a child. I just have lived around it. I've never lived in it. So it's a whole new world. And I know it's not forever. I'm still going to be the off-grid girl at some point. You know, I get that. And I do understand as the anchor that I am, the energy that's being exchanged of me being here, like from the higher, really high perspective, I get it. I really do. And it's just like, I don't know, it's like being a soldier and being ready to take on any mission except for that one. It's like I'm John Wick and I've just been shoved the impossible task right the fuck up my ass. That's it. Because for me, this is a big city and this is a lot of energy and this is a lot of people around me. This is a lot for me. I've only lived in rural back roads or, bush, cottage country, not cottage country, but bush cottage where it took years to get a stable internet and it's still not 144% stable at all times. There's not always service. So I've only I grew up in suburban areas and stuff and then chose at 19 not to reintegrate myself into that except for a 6-month stint in a city in British Columbia. So this is like huge for me. I feel like I'm in like fucking New York, like the quieter part, like with families and there's like the balconies and shit. Like it's totally so out of my anything I ever thought I could live for myself zone that I'm just like, I'm like a country mouse in the city. I don't care how it looks or how it sounds. I literally say to people when I get my first coffee, I just moved here. I'm new. To make sure that they're going to like love me and take care of me at the coffee shop. Yeah, there's already like a handful of people around here that know that I just moved here and they got my back And that's it. They already know what kind of cigarettes I smoke, and they already know which kind of coffee I'm going to order. It's going to take another week or two by the time they realize that they are stuck with me. They are stuck with me unless I don't feel like a coffee. They are so stuck with me that I plan to make a friend that's going to drop me off a fucking coffee on the way home someday, just for fun. Yes, Kelly Ryan O'Brien, I fucking moved. I left one place with the intention of I'm going to think on a vision quest, because I pulled the vision quest card for y'all, so I took it for myself. I went on a vision quest, and I never went back, except to get my stuff. And now I'm living in an apartment near downtown. I know. It's huge. It's like they make TV series about people like me moving from the country to the city. They do. Holy shitballs. And I'm not going to pretend I'm from here. I won't. Everybody around me knows and will always know that I'm not quite sure what the fuck I'm doing. I shit you not when I tell you that for the first time in my life, oh my God, this is like, I can't believe I'm going to tell you guys, but this, you should know this about me. I went to get a coffee yesterday morning. I left Lily Rose here because Amy's here. So I went to get a coffee. And I got so excited when I came home, you know, just because that when I got on my street, I looked around and I thought, why do the houses look different? And then I got to where I thought my house was and I was like, where's my cedars? What happened to my cedars? And then I looked to see like where the landlord's house was, if his truck was there, and I realized I'm not on my street. Yeah, I went up the wrong street looking for my house. And then I tried to get back on my street. And you would think that, you know, it's just like lines of streets, right? You would think that I would have just turned and found my street on the first time. But no. I actually did a loopy-loop before I came up my street and realized, oh, nobody changed anything. I went up the wrong streets the whole time. This is my house. I've found my house. So I'm pretty impressed with myself because, you know, most people get lost on a dirt road, like deserted and, you know, scared shitless. But no, not me. I just got lost going like not even 2 full blocks to drive to get a coffee because I was too lazy to walk. I'm kind of glad I didn't walk because if I would have walked, I probably would have got lost a lot longer than just 10 minutes. So that's how my city experience is going. At this point, I feel very comfortable with myself that I found my way home alone and didn't have to ask the police for help. Hey, OPP, can you show me the way home? Yeah. So that's my adventure for yesterday. Yeah, this morning's adventure is when I went to the store. The dude was wearing a mask, but he was yawning as I walked into the store. So I was like, oh, dude, are you just starting your day and you're already tired? And he was like, yeah. And then he says, I have to be here all day. And I was like, well, you must be done at, you know, in the afternoon, your shift. And he's like, no, I'm here all day. And I was like, why? Are you the owner or something? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, why are you here so long? That's ridiculous. And I looked at him, I was like, I'm moving here and I'm like sleeping on a futon. I want to bake you muffins right now to make you feel better because like that's a long shift. And he just kind of looked at me and yeah, so I would bring him muffins, but I just don't have the counter space to cook any right now. Hot times. We're going to have a good winter in the city. It's going to be a little different. I want to ask my dad to build me a little library. You know those little libraries that people put on their lawns? Well, I never lived anywhere where enough people passed by, but people walk their dogs all the time here. So I want to have a little baby library in front of the cedars. But I'm not just going to put books in the little library. I'm going to put treats. I know, I have ideas. My sky's 5D, yeah. It felt like my eyes and vision were being rewired. It was a sudden conscious bubble expansion event as well. It is. And part of that is when that comes back in a way that just flows. Gotta go. Road trip Eddie, have a telephone appointment. Have a good day. Thanks for all the energy, Eddie. I feel ya. Yeah, 5D. No more surviving their nightmare. It's time we start living our dream. Agreed. Harmonic. So much I want to say. I must just listen. Jack Willis. I love how Derek is turning into a coyote trickster shaman. Oh, yes. He is that for sure. D Case is that for sure. Turning into, growing into, evolving into, allowing it. The final times of being allowed to be that is beautiful. Mountain Rain, the energies for change is definitely off the charts right now. It is, and it really is going, must go with the flow of what is thrust upon you. And the feeling of it thrusting, it's what we asked for. And that's where we tend to we want, but then, whoa, this is what comes with it it's hardcore sometimes. It really is. For the one thing to happen, the thing that you said you would never bend for is the one thing you have to bend for. And with love and grace and ease, not in a resistance. Resistance is not an option here. It just creates chaos and yucky. And very fast. And how do you get out of the chaos and yucky? Center into love. Everything just on a dime. On a dime. It's that fast. It doesn't matter what the situation is around you. If you choose not to react, even if you're in the most chaotic thing, everything is love. Doesn't matter what it is, it changes it. And I know I'm saying that, and some people are like, what the fuck? You don't get what I'm going through. That it's not possible to love. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be cryptic or to not be like full out about certain things that I live in my timelines, but there's things that I won't perpetuate more into the universe. It doesn't belong to just me, the story. And there's no need to perpetuate more of the what it is. It is just the full certainty that only love and self-love, the first thing, and that's it. Tom, humanity is crowning. It's the big push fire that proverbial baby out of that speed of light. Harmonics. I just had a root canal, waiting for my crown. All is well. Patience. Yeah. Nicholas, we're going to have to clean up this mess we have allowed. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to have to wrap this up. I'm going to catch up to the chat, and then I'm going to have to get going. There's stuff happening. I'm not sure what it is. I refused the call, and I'm being texted to say that just things are going to accelerate even more for me. So, yeah. It's about, as well, Nicholas, we're going to have to clean up this mess we have allowed. First of all, it's not that we allowed it, we planned it. We did it all right. And it's not a mess, it's just a beautiful, the way you told me, my void, must be seen as anything is possible, not just, I'm in a void. And you helped me to see that, Nicholas, by the fact that the void wasn't a void, it was the allowing of anything that's possible. My resistance to the fact that I'm never going to move to the city, I'm not going to live there, is what's been holding me back for already. As much as I want to whine and pity that I couldn't change my timelines, it was me, because the one place I'm meant to be is the one place I said I would never go. Yeah. So me, I'm ready to go like, woo, 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 everywhere, anywhere. So fucking far away from here that I don't even care. But what's been asked of me in my timeline all along is that, like, here, the opposite of what my mind wants for everything, my list, and it doesn't matter if I'm in surrender mode, it's not possible that this was my timeline. I'm always waiting for something else. Meanwhile, what I'm being asked is to ground into this in order to be able to pivot into the next, because I need this first. And even if it blows my mind, is the opposite of everything, it also goes with everything that I've ever said. Expect the unexpected. What you expect for your life, you're going to get the opposite. Because until you've accepted the opposite, you can't full circle into certain other things. And it's hard to explain. If we're going for our highest self and our highest good, then how can it compute inside of me that I don't want that? Right? So it's special. Yeah, country mouse in the city. I love you too, Judy. Hi, sweetie. Hey, John, Binny. Apologies, everyone. I can't say hi individually. I'm glad you're here. Nicholas, you're so brave, G. I feel really fucking brave. It's the opposite. It's the everything. The realization that I was more in a fear and not happy and uncomfortable mode, being on the outskirts of town where I thought, just keep this, something better will come. The release of feeling, being where my body is guiding me to be, has made it that although I'm in a daze still, and this is how I always adapt, slowly but surely. I'm in a daze where I feel like I'm in a movie, because I always am in a movie. It's my movie, and I'm the starring player, but I'm looking at myself as I've never played this part, and it's as little as, like just this, every sound around me is so different, and there's no words for my train synchronicities and how strong they are for me, and how I had just told Roderick not even 2 weeks before all this, could have even been 2 days before, how powerful the train sounds were for me. And he even said, if it was closer to you, wouldn't it just drive you batshit, or would you just ignore it? And it was like, no, it would be more powerful for me. And then all of a sudden, here I am in a reality where I'm not so near the train station that my house moves, but I'm so near that I actually hear not only the whistle randomly once in a while, I hear it every day, but I hear the bells as well. So I have the bells and whistles. I have the church bells that I didn't even have in the reality, in a way that through Sandor and Witch Moon and other synchronicities of us, that we were pulling the church bells through with the live streams. And then all of a sudden, like, the one thing I never, ever, ever, ever considered, that if I allowed myself to be where I'm meant to be, I'll actually have the one thing that I'm looking at other people's videos to have in my life, the church bells. So now I'm in the reality of, I don't just randomly hear the whistle and then be all surprised and, text the one or two people like Kirsten and Rod and say, oh my God, the train whistle. Because I hear it all the time. If I tell everybody now that I'm hearing it, y'all are going to be, going batshit because I hear it all the time. So I wanted the off-grid, farther from society, but I wanted my bells and whistles, and now I've got my bells and whistles in the way that is the opposite of where. It's very different. It's so different. I know, Kelly, the city needs you as you. Yeah, and that's it, eh? Witch Moon, that's badass, Genevieve. I love you for saying that, Witch Moon. You know what? Yesterday, when I went to the Tim Hortons that's here, because this is the kick-ass, like, badass Tim Hortons. This is the Tim Hortons I used to come to when I was in high school, in college, that we hung out at outside, and that I always never came to, no matter if I live here, around here. So I told the girl yesterday, I was like, I feel like a badass just for coming to get coffee here, like, whoa, right? Like, I'm so cool, right? And she just she looked at me and she just laughed. I was like, I never thought I would be, like, brave enough to come to this Tim Hortons, but I am now. Meanwhile, people just live here and it's just what their environment is, but I'm not used to, like, having to be careful to not hit somebody who's walking when I exit my Tim Hortons. I'm off the highway on a, there's trucks around me. There's no trucks here. Like, it's just cars and random deliveries. I'm used to being, like, off the highway, not where, people commute. There's so many people on bikes here that, like, it's like, whoa. It's like being in a movie for me. It is. Road trip Eddie, a good move. Yes. Are you super happy now? Way cool. I'm still listening while calming myself. I'm super happy in a daze, accepting and just allowing and just feeling grateful, like, that anything is coming together and so amazingly.
What's up?
Buttercups. So.
Yeah.
You channeled so much, Kelly Ryan O'Brien. Right on.
I don't want to step on your stuff.
Yeah, please don't.
It's like everywhere.
I know.
I don't know how many card pats there is here.
Yeah, Mountain Rain says, oh no, wrong street. That's the thing, Judy, is that when we come to pick up Amy, we're never sure how long it's going to take, because I could always take a detour and visit more, rural
I'm
roads.
still on my pajamas.
And,
what even time is it?
So it's become a thing now where, whoa, it's my own place I got to get to properly, not someone else's. I'm just grateful there's only like 1 or 2 one-way streets here. There's not enough for me to get myself into too much trouble. Witch Moon, you had an Angie waved at a scarecrow moment. Then we giggle at ourselves. Kelly Ryan O'Brien, my sorority was, I can't say that sorority, Pi Beta Pi, I don't know. The pie maker. All 4 of those people came to me on the same day, unsolicited. Oh, I'm so late in the chat. I want to catch up before I go. Kelly Ryan O'Brien, those little libraries saved my life. A sync box. Thanks for saying that, Kelly. It's so important to me, like, so important to me that I don't even have books right now to give away. But it's so important to me that I put that there. And really what I see inside there is putting, like, drawings with, like, even just, like, we have so many boxes of markers and crayons, even if there's just 5 colors ready to go for somebody, and 1 drawing is what I see, or just little treats and knickknacks and stuff, just to make people laugh that would be in there. Yeah, a super sync box. It would be more that, like a treasure chest of a sync box. of just jolting the childhood, the vibes into people really fast in the best way ever. Nicholas says, some people are trapped in slavery within their minds. But that's just it. Nobody really is anymore, and they just need the openings and the light cracking in to be able to grab on to what they need to turn the keys for themselves. So for me, I roll on I don't know what's going to come out of me next and why, because that's the way I roll the best. That's what I've chosen for myself. So who, what, where, when, why, what comes out of my mouth, may not know, but it's important, and it's the little things. It's not about needing or building any platforms and making anything bigger. It's the one smile that it's the littlest things. Harmonics, it's Thanksgiving here soon. Yeah, I'm not sure what your guys' Thanksgiving is. I never remember it. For me, it feels like a Mandela effect, actually, that just changes around because we have Canadian Thanksgiving first. So American Thanksgiving is always just a movie-like event to me. We don't celebrate it the same way in the family that I have. So it's never been a big thing. So it's always very movie-like to me. The way the gathering is so big. And it's not like people in Ontario and Canada will celebrate Thanksgiving in such a big way as well. But just, it's not a traditional Quebec thing the same way as it is in other places. Nicholas says, I'm going to make a whole organic chicken as my feast. Harmonic says, Nicholas, can I come over? My birthday is the day before. Ooh, Nicholas, what should my poetry be about today? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to bring up something and see if there's any colors or words or anything in this that inspires you. Okay, Nicholas? This is what comes up, Nicholas. Are you ready? When I read what was the words? What should my poetry be about today? Me not know, but this is what comes up in the cards. 2 and 5 is 7. Oh, that's gorgeous, eh? Learn from the past. I don't know if that's there because you tend to show, it's not all about what your timelines of now is, your poetry. It's from the past as well. And that's part of the stuff that helps with the healing. The healing of who you are, your authenticity, Nicholas. Your authenticity. It always shines through. Always. Wow, harmonics. My house is even waiting for its roof, wrapped in plastic like my tooth. Whoa. It didn't get finished the other day? Holy crap balls, sweetie. Jack Willis says, at Nicholas transcends an inspirational piece about breaking the bonds of mental slavery and activating the heart. Yes, Agony Gethsemane, we're going to get out of this place if it's the last thing we ever do. My skies 5D. My missing time went like this. I got stuck in the astral projection lucid dream state for 20 hours. I was consciously aware and walking around the astral as I was lucid dreaming. I never knew you could. Whoa. Whoa. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. Mhm. I was trying to get from the astral. I was trying to get my physical body up and move around as I was in the astral, but it's not happening. I knew it was all going on. The lucid 20 hours is a long time to be awake while you're sleeping. Yeah, it is a long time. That's a lot. Witch moon, oh my gosh, boom. See, gospel husband just called and told me that his boss just handed him $100, a little bonus that we wouldn't have had otherwise. So the circle. Yeah, the circle witch moon, and the circle is usually and is amplified tenfold. So the little things count a lot because they come back tenfold, right? I love you. And that's where the accepting as well, right? And, you know, you chose, you gave to me, you gave to the baby, and boom, the coming back. And how it just, that's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that, sweetie. Boom. Kelly Ryan O'Brien, thank you. My Skies 5D, I went through that for 3 months this year. Yeah, it makes my heart like all like whatever because I never really had the words for it. Seeing the way you wrote it, Mike, makes me just realize what I live and how to describe it in ways that I never knew how to describe it before. And it's, for me, it's to the point where I'm driving and this is happening as well. So that's when I say like how I struggle to like grasp and just be in this world is that these things are not just when I'm in a meditative state or sleep state. So it's just my world now. And that there is, when I say I feel alone, it's not, I have all this, but the feeling alone is the feeling of, you know, I'm driving, this is happening, and I can't just say like, here, dude, take the wheel. That's happening to me right now. I'm not here, I'm there. Because I gotta come back, or I'm half in and out of all of it. Right? So the 3, 4, 5D and up, when you're here and we're anchoring to make sure to stay here. So these things that look like, you know, my addictions, my coffee and my cigarettes, if I don't have certain things, I can't even stay here. And that's maybe just my mind wrapping around it, not trusting myself to stay here without it in a way, but I just, the more, it's, something needs to keep me here, because this isn't, you know, this, so it's just that big. Yes, we propel each other toward miracles. Thank you, Nicholas. We do. The more we share ourselves, our energy on the external of this type of way, any type of way, but the knowing that the heart space speaks louder than words. There are some people who have never commented. They have never made a video. I still know your name. I still know your face. And I still know your voice. I've known you since forever. It's not because you've chosen and you've not been allowed and it's not been your timeline to not comment. You are still a part of us. You are still a part of us right now. That feeling inside of, but I've never commented. I'm not really part of this. I only watch on the sidelines. You are probably brighter to me than somebody who's already here, because everyone sees that person and I'm knowing that you're coming in and will be seen. And it's important, that feeling of, but I don't know how to comment, or I don't know how to integrate. It's okay to have that, because the one conversation that you're going to have is going to pivot you into openings of being in a reality of like, I don't even remember what it's like to not trust and talk to certain people because it happens so fast when it does. And the knowing you did everything right. You weren't allowed certain timelines. You couldn't be in certain timelines. You couldn't be that person. And once you realize that you were never on the sidelines because you were rejected, because it wasn't the time, you just like whoosh, flow into something that it's just that big. It's just that big. Jack, take heart all and toss it out into the world, just like Miss Magdalene mentioned. Nice, Nicholas. I will go with those ideas, Jack. Oh, that's cool, Nicholas. 5D says, yeah, Kelly, my dream life is so active. Lots of situation, characters, and activities. Like I'm busy doing work in the lucid astral realms. Yes, you are very busy and present. You are so present that, yeah. Kelly Ryan O'Brien, yes, I will have beautiful perspectives this way, G. Oh, Nicholas, we'll upload something new today. Right on. Yeah, I think we're all uploading in due time of when it's needed. I'm seeing that ripple effect of just the feeling of the knowing too, like that it's so important. The trains, yes. I'm so behind. I'm living with my camper van halfway through the build. I named it Cloud 9, says 5D. Right on. It's 5D. Yeah, I got a 2004 Freestar Ford minivan. The build is going great. I'll put it up when I'm done. Right on. Nicholas says, I want owls and a deer, a fire pit, a teepee, and a tractor. $5D says, I'm taking my 5D circus on the road. Plan on stopping in and seeing as many Skywatchers as I can. Yeah, Kelly, my car too is my safe spot. Getting solar in the spring, 5D. I'm trying to catch up with the comments. I don't even know what time it is. I'm only 2 minutes behind, okay? Right on, Kelly. Yeah, Ellen, my soul sister too, with the libraries. Yeah, libraries are a godsend. They are my church. I get it. It's like Beauty and the Beast, right? You look up and you see all those books. It's just amazing. Gotta go mod for Jen. Okay, Hannah Mori, I'm gonna be out of here too. I gotta go. Thank you, 5D. I appreciate that. Amen on keeping us here. Yeah, we gotta find a way to keep us here, and if that's the only way, that's it. No judgment. My battery's at 10%. Hey, Emoji King. Nice to see you come in. I'm about to close it up, but it's really good to see you before I shut it down. I'm gonna show the cards I pulled, bring in the energy of the 6 and the 8. The Wombat, Be at Home. Higher Ground, 2 and 0, 2. And this one, Healing the Heart. I'm going to pull one card. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to do it properly, right? I'm going to put the Wombat and the Elephant back in the deck. Yeah, Nicholas, stand by me. Yes, I skipped school in an old library, says Witch Moon. I know, I would skip school to go to the downtown library in Burlington, Ontario. I would skip school to go to a different drummer bookshop. It was a little house, had 3 levels, and the smallest level was the poetry and occult. I don't know how to mute. I'm almost done. Like, oh yeah, it's angled. Emoji King says, I see you, Alex. Love your videos. Yes, shout out to Alex for making those videos for sure. Thank you guys so much for being a part of us all this morning. To those who will look at this in another timeline, merge your energy to ours, amplify. We're together always, whether it's in the same time or not, right? Six and 1 is 7. Trust in the divine detours. Hell yeah, I'm on a fucking divine detour right now. City Mouse, shit is real. The coyote in the city. Me never thought that would happen. Me never thought that would happen. Me never thought that would happen. Trust in divine detours. Shout out to Roderick, my coyote spirit dude. And bringing in DK's energy. You just said it, Jack. DK's, the trickster, magician, shaman, coming into his power. And this is for all of us, the coming into the power, the allowing it, release it more and more. If you can't do it on a collective level, do it with us internally. Email the people that resonate with you, connect. Don't expect 3D talk and the same little chattiness you would in real life. It is what it is in the moments that it's needed. The synchronicity of you sending a text, an email, a little comment to somebody in any given time it's a pivot. It's a motivator. It brings us up. Why? Because if I'm sitting there and I'm hearing the train whistle and the church bells, and then Kirsten texts me that she just heard the train whistle as well, and, you know, it's big, how it feels. And it goes fast if you put yourself out there. Hang on. I'm going to close it up. Love you guys. And comment if there's anything more to say. I got to wrap it up for today. Love you guys.